I am standing at the gatehouse at Werribee Mansion. Welcome. We're going to take a wander through this opulent mansion that was built from 1874 to 1877 for the Chirnside Brothers. So come along with us and come and check out this very beautiful estate. Thomas Chirnside arrived in Australia in 1838 with his Bible and a few £100 in his pocket. Dreaming of a new life and plenty of opportunities in the agricultural industry, the savvy businessman invested in stock and land. Thomas was joined by his younger brother in 1841, and together they built the lucrative agricultural corporation, the Chirnside Pastoral Empire.
Mary Begbie. I'll come back to Mary in one wee while. Okay, so Thomas Chirnside and his brother Andrew, they're doing pretty well for themselves in the colony. But you know, Thomas is looking for a woman and he heads back to Scotland hoping to find one. So he ends up hooking up with his first cousin, and her name is, guess who? Mary. So Mary and he are doing the romantic thing for a couple of years, and he's wanting to get her hand in marriage, but her father refuses. So Thomas has to head back here without his Mary, and he's hanging out here, you know, a bit heart forlorn. And his brother Andrew is heading back over there as well, because he's wanting to, you know, go back and see what he can find. Thomas says to his brother Andrew, "You got to bring back Mary. I'm hanging out for her. You've got to do everything that you can to bring back Mary." So Andrew heads back, brother Andrew heads back, and he actually does come back with a woman, and that woman happens to be Mary with a ring on her finger, and that ain't Thomas's ring. So how might you think brother Thomas feels when his brother Andrew brings back his heartthrob?
After Andrew's return, Thomas remained a bachelor for the rest of his life. The two boys continued by also building this mansion for Mary as a prominent stature of their achievements. Werribee Mansion was built of basalt and sandstone, and it was built in the Italianate style. the 1880s, Thomas fell ill. He transferred most of the estate to his brother and his nephews. In 1887, Thomas with depression. One fateful day in 1887, Thomas took his own life in the old laundry. And in 1890, 2 years later, Andrew was stricken with ill health and also died. In 1908, Mary's hair caught fire and she never recovered from the incident. After Mary died, her sons took over the estate and the estate was subdivided, George taking over the manor. Unfortunately, George was unable to sustain the property as his forebears did, and so the property eventually was sold in 1922.
1922, a little bit past the Depression, the First World War, family struggling, they sell it. So around that period of time, the Catholics were looking for a property, and they actually purchased it, and they actually purchased it for the training of Catholic priests. In 1925, to the right-hand side of the main mansion, they built a significant add-on for that purpose of seminarian training. And they held the property until close into the early 70s.
Pete and I are staying here this evening at the Lansmore Hotel at the back of the original property. We'll show you the rooms.
Joe and I are now returning home, having spent the evening at the Werribee Park Hotel. 5-star hotel, lovely accommodation, lovely food, and the gardens, house, rose gardens, safari adventure are all to be enjoyed. So we are coming back because we have yet to explore the rose garden and also the original homestead. So the house is just magnificent. In fact, I think it's highly understated in terms of Victorian tourism. It would have to be the most opulent mansion we would have in Victoria. Thank you for coming, and we will see you on our next adventure. See you.